Here's the thing. The Mediterranean diet is so healthy because it incorporates a lot of plant foods, and that includes plant sources of protein. But how do we actually cook or prepare them? We don't want to get bored with just the same old stuff all the time. And I don't know about you, but I like to keep my diet really simple and straightforward. I'm a busy doctor. I don't always have time to play around in the kitchen, to try and experiment with lots of new recipe ideas or new cooking techniques. It's way easier and faster to stick with certain things that just work. And there are a lot of easy ways to incorporate plant-based sources of protein into your diet so that you don't get bored and you know you're giving your body what it needs. In this video, we're going to cover the top 4 easiest plant-based protein food ideas for how you can start cooking with this stuff right away. And by the end, you're going to be ready to jump in the kitchen to know exactly what to do. Hey there, I'm Dr. Anna. I'm a medical doctor. I was trained in Italy. And on this channel, you are gonna learn how to master your health. Okay, so before we can talk about our plant-based meal ideas that provide our body with protein, you're probably curious about what individual foods actually do this. And I got a video for you up here where I cover the top 4 plant-based protein foods you'd wanna think about. So make sure you check out that video after if you're interested. So here are the meal ideas that I suggest when it comes to easy ways to incorporate plant-based protein foods. The first one is making a soup or a stew. Now, this is probably the easiest place I would start if I were brand new to cooking with plant foods that provide our bodies with protein. So the thing about a soup and a stew is you can kind of put all the ingredients into a pot. You can mess around with the flavors. You can make it spicy. You can make it salty. You could make it sour. You could even make it sweet. And then you just kind of let it do its thing and let it simmer for enough time. And the cool thing is you can't really mess up too bad if you are just experimenting in the kitchen and cooking for yourself. As long as you're not adding too much salt and you're giving whatever ingredients you have enough time to cook, it's probably going to come out pretty good. And a pro tip here, if it does look a little bit funky, you can always get an immersion blender to blend that soup up and make it a nice creamy texture. So some really classic Mediterranean diet soups or stews that are going to incorporate plant-based sources of protein are things like a minestrone soup. That's going to be a vegetable base. Usually it's a chicken or a beef stock, and then it might have some tomatoes, onions, carrots, celery. It could have potatoes. It could have leafy greens. It's usually going to have some kind of a bean, like a cannellini bean. But all in all, it's mostly a bean and vegetable soup. And it's so tasty. There might even be some pasta in there. You could also see something like a lentil stew or a barley soup, a soup that's actually incorporating a whole grain that provides our body with a little bit of protein. So really, there are just so many varieties in the Mediterranean cuisine when it comes to soup. It is something not to skip. Now, what's the second meal idea for how to incorporate more plant-based protein foods? Well, it's to make a bowl of some sort that incorporates beans. Now, this can be a mixed salad that goes on like a side dish at your meal. It could be a little bit of vegetable with a little bit of bean chopped into it, some dressing like a lemon or an orange or a balsamic, or it could be as a classic salad with a lot of leafy greens. If you're curious for what an example of this looks like, I have a video for you up here where I make a Mediterranean diet quinoa bowl. It's really basic. It's a leafy salad with lots of different kinds of vegetables and the cooked quinoa added onto it just to kind of bulk it up. And it's a lot of fun. It's super versatile. You're going to love those kinds of meals. By the way, if you're liking this video so far and you're getting value out of it, please subscribe to our channel. And I want you to join our community of healthy eaters. We bounce around a lot of recipe ideas, and your subscription helps get this video out to more people who really deserve the information. All right, let's dive into the third meal idea for how to incorporate more plant-based protein foods. Well, this is to choose a type of pasta or make a pasta dish that actually incorporates either sources of a whole grain that provide protein or a bean. So there's 2 ways this can be done. You could have a traditional pasta that comes from like a durum wheat that then has beans into the pasta dish. So this could be like a cold pasta salad. Or you could actually buy pasta made from bean flour. This is something that I don't personally like, pasta that comes from bean flour, but a lot of people love it. And it's just a nice way to change things up. And it also adds a little bit more protein into your diet. Also, if anyone is gluten-free and they're thinking to themselves that they just cannot have any kind of pasta, well, that's not true. There are pastas that are not made from glutinous grains. And for a deeper dive on a gluten-free Mediterranean approach to eating, I have a whole video for you up here. So if that's you want to check that out after. All right, and as our fourth and final meal idea for how to incorporate more plant-based protein foods, well, this is the one you've probably all been waiting for, and it's, drumroll please, to make some kind of a bean dip. Now, this is classically going to be hummus, but I'm here to argue that it does not have to come from garbanzo beans. In fact, you can use any kind of bean you want to make a bean dip. So the classic thing to do here is to get some beans in a food processor, then you add olive oil, you add some other flavorings. It could be herbs or spices, lemon juice. You can then add tahini or crushed up sesame, or you can get really creative and try your own recipe from whatever you want. As long as the ratio is correct with the amount of the fibrous bean and enough liquid component from things like the oil, the consistency is going to be good and the flavors are going to be amazing. But here's where people can get a little bit into the trap when it comes to dips. We are used to making a lot of really rich, thick, creamy dips, which often can provide a lot of fat. If you are in a situation where you are watching the amount of calories that you're taking in, pay attention because it's very easy to go overboard on a very fat-heavy dip, even if it's from olive oil. And then before you know it, you've eaten so many calories from your dip that you've gone way overboard on trying to control your intake. Now, that's not to say that you need to be afraid of dips for being very full of calories that are going to necessarily have you gain weight. It's actually quite the opposite. A bean dip is going to be a bomb of fiber, and that is just so good for a healthy digestion and helping us feel full and regulating our appetite and overall regulating our metabolism. So now, are there other ways to incorporate plant-based protein foods into our diet besides these 4 foods? Absolutely, there are so many, and I'm sure some of you out there have experimented with a lot of other things. So I'd love for you to comment below and tell me how you incorporate plant-based protein foods into your diet. I know a lot of people make things like quinoa burgers or black bean burgers. I used to have a recipe that I would love to make for black bean brownies, and it had just a little bit of flour, but about half of it was from mashed up black beans, and it was so tasty. You would never have known that there were beans in there. But if you are looking for more ideas and you want to go a little bit deeper into how to think about creating an entire Mediterranean approach from breakfast, lunch, and dinner through snacks and desserts, you have to check out my complete guide up here for how to get started on the Mediterranean diet. You're going to love it, and I'll see you in there.